Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Kat from Kat's World, and today's video I'm going to be doing a cooking video because I haven't done one in a while, and also I'm just in the mood for something a little different. So we're going to do a lobster tail, shrimp, and one steak, so kind of like a surf and turf type of ordeal, with shells and cheddar, macaroni and cheese. I just didn't want to do macaroni, so I used shells. So everything's gonna be from scratch except for that, because I mean, you don't really need to make macaroni and cheese from scratch, especially if I do. I'm gonna do like a big pan. The ingredients are a cabinet of nut butter, milk, garlic powder, black pepper, crushed red peppers, parsley flakes, salt, pepper blend cheese, deluxe shells and cheddar, the beef, the shrimp, the lobster tails. So first thing you want to do, because it's going to take the longest, is you want to melt some butter in the pot and put this in the toaster oven to cook a little bit. So I have in here 3 large spoons of butter, and we're going to let that melt. So we're going to put it on like a medium speed and just let that melt a bit. And while that happens, we're going to put the lobster tails and the shrimp with some ingredients and spices, and we're going to put it in a toaster oven. So first we want to add just a sprinkle of salt. Like that. And now we want to put in some black pepper. A little bit of garlic powder. A little bit of red crushed pepper flakes. Some parsley flakes. And you want to give it a whirl. Alright, so now that is all mixed in together, I also added 3 tablespoons of butter that had already been melted. We're going to pop it into the toaster oven. Have it on 15 minutes and on broil. Now the next thing you want to do is you want to get your beef. So I got beef chuck cubes, and this is what it looks like. So I thought it was cute because I could like line up the shrimps and stuff along here. So for this, you're gonna need some hot crushed peppers. I used the Crisco one or Gonzalez one. So this is the Portuguese hot crushed peppers. You want some soy sauce and a little bit of creamy Caesar dressing. And you can use which one you want. You don't have to use Price Right, but that's my choice for today. So I always rinse out my meat. So now I'm gonna add in the 3 choices. I'll be right back. So we have 1 tablespoon of the hot crushed red peppers, 2 tablespoons of the creamy Caesar dressing, and 4 tablespoons of the soy sauce, and then you sprinkle garlic powder all over it. And then you go in with the black pepper as well, and then you just mix it in. So now that the steak is prepared, what we're going to do is add in 2.5 tablespoons of butter to a frying pan, and we're going to let it boil a little bit. And then we're going to add in the steak. So also, I'm filming this free-handed without a tripod or nothing today, just to see how it will work. So we want this to all be melted, and then we're going to add in the steak. Once the butter is at a sizzle, ASMR. Kidding. What you want to do afterwards is get your steak and put it right in the middle. Like that. You want to add in some of the sauces. You can do so now. And then just kind of let it rub it in. Now we're going to let that get brown on one side and then flip it over. And while that's happening, let's check on the toaster oven. Alright, so we are looking pretty good, maybe about another 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to take it out. Okay, so the shrimp and lobster tail and the steak is done. Now we're just waiting on the macaroni, so it's boiling. So what I'm going to do is give it a stir, and then afterwards let it boil for another 2 minutes before dumping it out. I added some water and some milk to it, and then I'm going to boil it a little bit more, like I said. Drain some of it, and I'm going to add in the cheese mix and some more cheese and black pepper. Alright, so now the macaroni is almost done. I went ahead and I plated the plates. So we have the steak and we have the 2 lobster tails, kind of like a headphone situation. And then we have the 2 rows of shrimp. The macaroni and cheese is boiling, the cheese mix is in, it is creamy, it is cute. What I'm going to do is add in a few pinches of more cheese. I'm going to use the taco blend that I showed earlier. Just make it a little bit more cheesy. So once this boils, I'm going to give it a stir and then do that. And now for the final product. Voila! So we have the steak, the lobster tails, the shrimp for your surf and turf, and then you have your macaroni and cheese shells. So it's really hot off the oven, so what's going to happen is once it dries, you'll actually be able to see the seashells a little bit. And this was a surprise for my mom and dad. My mom, she did help take all the lobster tails out of the shells, and she did devein the shrimp. But she thinks this is just for my dad as a late birthday surprise and Father's Day surprise. What she doesn't know is this is also for her. This is actually her plate, and then my dad's is already covered up on top of the table. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like the video and press the subscribe button to join the squad. Bye!